Hello everyone. In last video we discussed about a rectangular microstrip patch antenna with impedance matching devices using HFSS software. Here we have to design one simple microstrip patch antenna without impedance transformer. What is the difference between with the impedance transformer and without impedance transformer? In the results we have to see the difference between these two things. Okay, before you are going to design one antenna, first go to that HFSS. Within that you go insert HFSS design means project window it will open like that. Here only in the project window he having three axes x, y and z axis. Here only have to draw that new antenna. We already discussed about we have to design one antenna. Three layer is important. One layer is the ground layer, another one is the dielectric layer, then third one is the patch layer. Okay, so first we have to draw that dielectric substrate layer. First we have to select that solid. Solid is that three-dimensional structure. You select that the solid. In the project window you click any places, you drag that structure. Here that rectangular base is created, but it is not in a particular position, it is placed in some other places. So you have to give that position where you have to fix that rectangular box, then you have to give length, you have to give width. So in that create box you click that, you double click that create box. Here you have to give position. I already calculated that microstrip patch antenna using formula. That formula is available in Balani's book, chapter 16. Okay, you go and refer that formulas. How to calculate length and width of that patch, and how to calculate length and width of the substrate. Okay, here you have to give that dielectric substrate values. First position where I want to start that antenna, where I want to starting point of that dielectric substrate I want to give here. That position value is minus 76, minus 76 by 2, comma minus 83 by 2, comma 0. Okay, here x width is that 76, y is that 83, then z is that 1.6, substrate thickness is 1.6. then you give apply, then you give okay. After that you press Ctrl D, means that design it will come in the project window itself. Okay, this is that substrate. Here go double click that box, you change that name, substrate. Here we are using that material is that FR4. Okay, you change that FR4 substrate. Why? Because this material is easily available in that market, so you have to select this material. Okay, FR4 substrate, then you go to color. Here you have to select that FR4 substrate. FR for FX. Then go to color, you change that color. You give any color, no problem. I give orange color. Okay. Now substrate color is changed that orange color. Next one we have to draw that ground. Okay. Before you going to draw that ground, you select that rotate. You tilt this object. Why? Because that ground is placed down of that substrate. So you have to tilt that substrate. In bottom of the substrate, you have to draw that ground. And that ground, I select rectangle. You draw that. You draw that ground. It is the easy method to draw the ground. Here in rectangular one, instead of rectangular one, you give ground. Similarly, you change that color ground green color. Okay. Similarly, you change that color ground. Okay. Within that, you check that location and length and width of that value. That length and width of the value is similar to that substrate length and width. Okay. This is that ground layer, then top layer is that substrate layer. Okay, this is that substrate layer. Above substrate layer you have to draw that patch. Patch is that radiating element of that antenna. First you select rectangle. First you have to select rectangle. That rectangle in rectangle you change the position and length and width of that value. Here I am taking the position of the rectangle is minus 35.5 by 2, comma minus 29.6 by 2, 6 by 2, 6 by 2, comma 9.6 by 2, comma 5, 1.6. Why I am giving here 1.6 means that substrate height is 1.6. So I am going to place a patch layer is the top of the substrate. So I am giving here 1.6. X width is 35.5. Length is 29.6. Then you give apply. Then you give okay. This is the patch. Bottom layer is the ground layer. Then middle layer is the substrate layer. Then top layer is the patch layer. Okay. Next you have to draw that feeding of the patch. Then you select rectangle. That rectangle you have to select rectangle. In project window you place any one places, then go to create rectangle. Here you have to give position of that feed line minus 1.2835 minus 1.2835 comma minus 83 by 2 comma 1.6. Then width of the feed line is 2.367. Then length of that feed line is with length of the feed line is 29.26.7 26.7. Okay, here you draw that feed line, you rotate this object. Next one, you have to draw the port of the substrate. What is meant by port means we have to give the power supply of this antenna. So we have to assign that port. Before assigning port, first I have to zoom in that particular places. So it is visible more clearly. Okay. Here this is that feed line. Here only you have to draw that port excitation. So select rectangle. Here you have to change that is y because you have to select y z or zx on second page. Go to rectangle. That rectangle வந்து go to rectangle. You select ZX. Why? Because this port is coming in between X and Z axis. Okay. Z axis. Z is the height. Okay. Then port width is the X axis. So here you select Z X axis. Then you go to draw that rectangle. Here you draw that rectangle, which means this is that excitation of your antenna. Here rectangle 3, you change that name port, you change the color. Apply. Okay. Next one, rectangle 2, you give feed line, you change the color, blue color. Apply. Okay. Then here you have to give patch. Okay, this is the port excitation. This is one is the feed line. This one is that patch. Here port and feed line is separate. Why? Because here you see that one line. When we are giving that power to this particular feed, means that patch it will not radiate uniformly. So we have to merge patch and that feed. So you have to select patch and feed, right click, edit boolean, we give unite. Okay, now patch and feed is connected, so it will radiate uniformly. Now after that what we'll do means we have to create a radiation box. What is mean by radiation box means one antenna we have to radiate in that free space. So in that software you have to assign that free space within that box only that antenna it will radiate within that box only. We have to find out antenna characteristics for particular operating frequency ranges. For assigning radiation box in that project window, you right click that project window. Uh, Here create open region. Create open region. Here you give operating frequency. Here my operating frequency is 9.5 gigahertz. So we have to give here 9.5 gigahertz. Okay. Now you give control D. This is that radiation box. In that radiation surface, instead of vacuum, I am going to give air. Okay. Now radiation box is created. After that, you have to assign patch and ground is that perfect conducting layer. So you have to select that patch, assign boundary, then we give perfect E. Then go you select ground, assign boundary, you give perfect E. Perfect E is nothing but patch and ground is the perfect electrical conductor. Here you see in boundaries that open one is the radiation box, then perfect E1 is the patch, E2 is the ground. After assigning that boundaries, go to analysis. In right click analysis, you give add solution setup. Here you give operating frequency is 9.5 gigahertz. You give number as passes, you give 10. Okay, no problem. Here again you right click the setup, you give add frequencies. You in that you give starting frequencies. I am working under this antenna is working under frequency range is 9.5 gigahertz. So I am selecting in between 8 and 10. 8, 10. A number I am giving here strip size is 101. After assigning that values, go to HFSS. Goes you give validation check. One error is coming, boundaries and excitations showing errors. So we have to assign that port. I already forgot that one. So within that port, first you have to zoom in for particular places. In that port, you have to assign excitation. Okay, so you have to select port. In that port, you select assign excitation. Here you select that lumped port. Then you give next. Here you select new line. Here you click top one click, then bottom one click. Then give next. Here go to select new line, in that new line here one click, top one click, bottom one click, defined. Next you finish. Now go to excitation. Now you click excitation. See, this is that excitation. Here only you have to give that port power of that. Here only you are going to give power for a particular antenna. After assigning that port, again go to HFSS. We give a validation check. Okay. Now thus all conditions are satisfied. Then go to HFSS. You give analyze all. Before first you have to save that file. I am giving here file, you give any name, no problem. I am giving here exp2. Save that particular file. It will save. After that go to HFSS. You give analyze all means okay. No, it is already running, so it is showing error. Okay, it will take some time. Wait. After completion of simulation, you select the results. In the results, create modular solution data report. You select rectangular plot. Here you select that S parameter. Then you give new report. See here. Here output is not coming properly. Why? Because here not using impedance transformer. What is meant by impedance transformer means that the source impedance is matches to the patch impedance. So without impedance transformer, the antenna is not radiating uniformly. It will not work perfectly. So we have to use with impedance transformer only that antenna, it will work perfectly.